Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is our first AMA. It's AMA for Ask Me Anything. So today we will try to explain some basic information about KemiLand, and then we will try to answer some of the questions we received from the community for the last few months back. Okay. So let's start first with the idea. What is the idea? What we are trying to build here? What we are trying to build here is a time machine that will allow you to travel back on time and to visit the ancient Egyptian monuments they were originally built. You can also walk through the streets and meet the locals and enjoy like a trip into the past. So this is how we think the objective of what we are trying to build here. Actually, it's the idea came to my mind from a long time back, and I was thinking that why we don't do this in the real life, to build such structures and build such monuments in the real life. But this will be a very costly project and a huge project, so that cannot be achieved easily. So the options that by using and empowering the evolution of technologies like the game engines and the 3D modeling, this can be achieved. Okay, so this is just to give you some basic idea about the time machine and KemiLand as a metaverse as a time machine. So this is a niche idea. So as a metaverse, other metaverses is focused more in the social and gaming. So how we can know that this may work? So our closest match and the thing that we can compare to was a game. It's named Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed was a game inspired by the ancient Egyptian civilization. The team building the game, it just not did building the game itself only. They also provide you a way to browse the structure and the monuments they have reconstructed into the game. And the game was originally built to be like giving you as a player an assignment and do the assignment to kill someone or assassinate someone. But what happened is that they also provide the people an option that you can use the game just to browse the monuments and the buildings they have created, and they did a very great job. Was the Assassin's Creed the origin game. Other platform or other social that give us indication that this is could be something that the people want and interested in, is that there in the YouTube, for instance, when there is a video speaking about the ancient civilization, not only the Egyptian civilization, other also ancient civilizations. Always people always ask, I wish if I can have the chance to travel to use the time machine and get back to this time. So it's obviously there's like a need for that. And even the artists, they are building their own their own art based on the inspiration from the ancient civilization, and people are very interested in this. They sharing this, they inspired by this, they like what is being created as an art. So obviously there is a need. Okay. So we take the step forward and we said, okay, why we don't build our first, what we call the first reconstruction. So we built our first reconstruction. It's a royal imaginary palace where you can just go into this palace, and there is like a rooms, and you can meet the royals inside this palace. This is the picture we have. These pictures are from the royal palace that we have developed. The idea, why we have done this is that because we wish to see if actually the people will be interested to see this or and walk through the palace and start exploring the palace and see the if it's make them attracted to something like that or not. So that's why we started building building the palace, the ancient the royal palace. Okay. As a metaverse, the future we see is creator economy future, which means that the creator are the one that should be considered the owners of these platforms. They are the actually in KemiLand as a team, we will provide like 20% of the attraction to KemiLand. The remaining 80% will be by the content creator, or the I used to be named the content creator. Nowadays, we call them the citizen because unlike the Web2 platform where they just upload the content into the platforms, now they have the right and they have the ownership of the platform, and plus having the ownership, they deciding the future of the platform, and definitely they have a revenue share from the platform. So that's why we consider that we are building this platform is for the sake of having a chance for the content creator to build their own contents. This is one thing. The other thing is we no longer call them a content creator. We call them from now on, we call them the citizen, because they are the citizen of the platform. Okay, so the word we will never use the word content creator as the existing Web2 platforms. We will start using the citizen. Citizens have the right to decide the future of the platform. They have their own share from the platform. Okay. So the accessibility of the platform. Okay, KemiLand is designed to be almost realistic experience, which means that it will be difficult to log in from using like a just PC, that normal PCs to do this experience, or I mean to visit such experience. So we feel, I feel that for such platforms, we need something like these facilities that will provide you the access to this metaverse. We will have a version, but a light version for the creators, or let me say, for the citizen to use it for building their construction, for minting their fashion, minting the dressing, minting furniture. This will be a light version that can be run on any PC. But when it comes to the experience itself and browsing the experience itself and almost realistic, we feel that we need something like that. Okay, something like that. It's very similar to what they have. What we have right now as a movie theaters, where they provide you the facilities and provide you the tools. I mean, they have the power, a very strong GPU processing powers to run such a realistic experience. They have the VR devices or any other setups that require to make you have a joyful trip. This is one thing. So the other thing which is also important here, and is this type of experience is different than social or gaming experience. This type of experience require you to enjoy it with someone, with companion. This is like visiting a touristic location. No, very few people will enjoy visiting a touristic location alone. This is something that we need to share with someone, maybe like a family, maybe like a couples, or maybe a friends. So this is like the experience we expect from what we call the visitors to KemiLand. Okay. So our roadmap, sorry for that. Our roadmap is extended until the year 2027. Okay. Our roadmap extended to the year 2027, and by the year 2027, we wish we have a decentralized metaverse and fully controlled and managed by the community member, or I should say, the citizen of the KemiLand. Okay, that's long period. We have divided this into 4 phases. Okay, and each phase is split into 4 reconstruction cycles. So that's mean we have a total 16 reconstruction cycle. In each reconstruction cycle, we only we reconstruct one of the selected monuments of the ancient Egyptian civilization, and plus start developing the foundation for the platform. Things like the tools for the citizen to start minting, and things like the governance policies, and try to adapt the community to to be part of the taking the initiative in the decisions. So this is our roadmap. Each reconstruction cycle we expect to last from 3 to 6 months, 3 to 5 months. So that's why we have this very long roadmap. Okay. So KemiLand is to empower human and is empowered by human. Simply, this is the definition we have for KemiLand, is that because we believe that the future is for the creators. So we try building a platform that will empower them to have the chance to build to build the content themselves. Okay. So this is what we see as the future of the future for KemiLand. Okay. So that's it. We can start with the questions. We have gathered some of the few questions. So let me share it with you. Just 1 minute. Let's see. This is the first question. The first question is, what protected digital assets? So to protect the digital assets, for everyone that doesn't know, that our digital asset will be part of the blockchain. So it is stored in the blockchain, which is very secured, and it cannot be compromised. Okay. Now, with the second question, why value of such digital asset will increase in the future? The reason is that we expect this to increase as the traffic increase and the demand for the assets increase. Then eventually the price for such an asset will increase. Okay, so our target as a KemiLand platform is to make sure that we have as much as traffic as we can achieve. What are KemiLand source of income? Source of income for KemiLand will be issuing a ticket to a public areas. And if you have your own land or parcel and you wish to restrict only people that is having a tickets to visit KemiLand, then will be all transferred to or be issued against the what we call the KemiLand treasury. And eventually, KemiLand treasury will be splitted to fund the proposal for changes. It can be also, it will be used also to reward the citizens. I mean, reward means that they have their own share from the revenue share. Okay, so let's move forward. Question: how to become a citizen and what are the benefits? For this question, how to become a citizen? To become a citizen, you must buy one of the avatars, the KemiLand avatars. So that will allow you two things. That allow you a revenue share from KemiLand treasury, okay, and it will also allow you a right to take the decision on KemiLand future, okay. So moving forward, how to become a citizen? No, that's it. This is done. Is the metaverse decentralized? No, for time being, it will not be decentralized, and we expect to have the decentralized version by 2026. Okay, so before this, we believe that we will rely more onto the centralized options for the like internal game physics and internal game communication. Okay, now moving forward, how to fund the project. So a question regarding how to fund the project. How to fund the project, we have, as I said, we have a 16 round of reconstruction cycles. With each reconstruction cycle, we issue a percentage of KemiLand assets. KemiLand assets are only avatars and parcels or land. So with each completion of each reconstruction cycle, we start selling those avatars and lands. Okay, and this will be our source for funding the project. Okay, I wish this has answered the question. what guarantee you are continuing working and deliver what you did promised? Okay, this is also a very good question. Uh, being to have this 16 round, sorry, 16 reconstruction cycle means that to have this 16 reconstruction cycles means that we will be able to only build and make sure that we are serious in building only after we deliver our promised in every completion of the reconstruction cycle. So we will not take the lump sum of the like funding that is we need by the start of the project. This is will be done eventually by it will be done on a tranche sale. So that guarantee that every time that we must complete what we promised in order to have a next successful round for the sales. Okay. So going forward for the next question. Sorry. I'm not very sure if there is some people are waiting or what. Let me confirm. Okay. Okay, so you have your own coin. Will we have our own coin? This is another question. No, we will not issue our own coin. Okay, so to overcome the need for the governance and for the currency for the first of all for the internal trading inside the platform, we will select a stable coin that will be used for as a mean of exchange inside internally between in the internal trading in the platform. But when it comes to the governance and the revenue share, we will put into the avatars and parcel a share for something like what we call the voting power, which decide your voting power to decide the future, and also it's also making how much share you should have from the revenue. So instead of creating our own coin, we will use these NFTs instead to handle the governance and make sure the revenue that you can receive from the platform. Okay, so I'm moving forward. The next question, can I make my avatar looks like me? Yes, you can. We will provide you the tool and features so that whatever the avatars that you wish to, how you wish to create, this is your avatars. You can create it as what with whatever the shape or frame you wish to create. But the thing is that as we are talking about a time machine, we are restricted to have like the costume of the ancient Egyptians. Yeah, we will provide a basic dressing for the avatars when the first initially released, but we rely more in the future in the community members to create a more fashionable dresses inspired by the ancient Egyptian civilization. How we control this? Still, we are investigating how we can control that no one using addresses that makes the time machine looks like a clumsy, and the people start dressing things like from the modern civilizations or from the current time. Okay. So moving forward, is there any rarity for the avatars? As I said that we, as a KemiLand, only have two type of assets, digital assets. It's only the avatars and parcels, okay? So yes, we have a rarity levels for the avatars. And each level will decide what type of, it will decide. First of all, that how much is you should take from the revenue, and the other thing is, what is your voting power to decide the enhancement and decide the future for KemiLand? So I'm done with the questions that we have right now. So if anybody have any questions, I appreciate you share it or unmute yourself so that we can I know if you have any questions. So is there anything in the chat? If you wish to also, you can send in the chat and I will reply. So any questions? So just to summarize, it's I'm happy that you for everyone that I'm grateful for everyone that joined. So just to summarize, this is our first AMA. We expect that we have a challenges in the futures. It will take. We have a. This is a niche idea, and it takes sometimes for people to start realizing the potential we have for such experience. This is will not be it will be a mix between gaming and social and cultural and fictions and entertainment. It will be like a mix of all of these. So that's why it's a unique experience, and that's why I'm very we believe that this is will be a very promising in the future. This is, as I said, this is our first MA. Future MAs, we will try to like dedicate to a particular subject, things like economy and the infrastructure itself. So I'm not very sure if when it will be scheduled, but it will be scheduled very soon. So thank you for joining. And if you don't have any questions, we will be closing out. And I will upload the recording into our YouTube site, and I will share it into our social channels. So if you have any, do anyone have any questions? Okay, so if not, thank you again for attending and see you again in the next AMA. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.